Hi. Hi, Andre. I miss you. I was about to go to bed, but I knew you were up. God's warriors aren't sleeping much these days. Um and I miss talking to you. I miss our chats. But times have changed, as we know. And they're blocking everything. But that's okay. How was your day? I know, it's kind of a long wait, isn't it? Oh, my neck's starting to hurt. I gotta lay down in bed for a while, but um, this campaign has been so fun. It's so fun because it's like, okay, how else can I show who I am? I don't know. It's like God made this the most fun it could possibly be. I mean, I can't even imagine having more fun, actually. Well, with you here, it'd be a lot more fun. But I probably wouldn't get as much done. But did you feel we got married last night? Did you feel that? Well, we did. If you did, I don't know if you felt it or not. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, good. Cuz I was like holding this hand out like this and you were holding my hand. And then God was holding this hand like he gave me away. It was like our wedding. I can feel your hand right now. Oh my gosh. Baby, I love you. It was like your wedding, our wedding. It was your wedding too. You were there. You were there. And it was like, I was holding God over here and your hand over here. And then he like anointed us. And, um, and then we kissed and hugged and stuff. Oh, it was amazing. I think you were there. But I just wanted to let you know. I love you so much. And I know how much you love me. I can feel it. I really can. I know it's frustrating for you not to be able to like say anything. I know. And I feel you busting loose in all sorts of different directions trying to get out to me. I really do. I feel you, honey. I do. For shizzle dizzle. It's really quiet. A car pulled up like early, like an hour ago, and like it was weird. I saw it pull up as soon as it came up, and I like popped up in the window and looked out, and then they looked up at me and pulled out and like literally sped off. They sped off. I think I scare them. Like, oh shit, she saw us. Like, seriously, that's how it felt. Like, oh shit, she. Because from where I'm sitting, I'm kind of at a high point, and I can see like 3 streets over. So I could see him like beelining out of here the whole way. Oh, that was funny. So how'd you like the music tonight or today all day? I had a music day. I'm sick of listening to tarot. You know, I don't do well with movies. My attention span is like 0, especially right now. But eventually I'm gonna get around to watching Deadpool. It's almost like I don't even have to watch it. I've got that whole movie in my brain. I love the love story in Deadpool. It's great. It's like perfect, actually. Uh, did you see the moon tonight? It was so beautiful. And on the 1st, which I think is tomorrow, isn't there only 28 days in November? Oh no, that's February. There's 31 days in November, isn't there? No, there's 30. Sorry, it takes me a minute. there's 30 days. So in 3 more days, I'll have $50. It's something. If you need anything, let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna buy some weed vapes and some nicotine vapes and some ice. And yeah, I don't need Mountain Dew yet. But if I have to go without, I have to go without. That's no big deal either. It's whatever. I'm just thinking out loud, I guess. If God makes me quit right now, I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't. I would not be surprised. But I'm hoping to wait until the end for that. We'll see. We shall see. Did you see that turnaround on Jeff today? That was a good friend of mine, Jeff Vivian, that told me to fuck off today. At first, I just gave him the campaign slogan, and then I was just like, I literally sat there and I was like, Jeff, how could you? And then I gave him the God speech, I'm disappointed, I'm disappointed, Jeff. I thought we were friends. And then he spun it right around. He's just like, well, I don't like, what was it? I can't even remember because I've been putting slogans on both sides. I think it was Trump he doesn't like. And he was like, well, I don't like Trump. I said, yeah, I don't either. They both suck. And then I put my campaign slogan again, and he put, I don't know, he was just like, well, okay, or something like that. And I put a heart, and it was just beautiful because it was the only message pretty much that Facebook has let through, was the hate speech from a good friend of mine. Jeff is a good friend of mine from back in the day. I have great Jeff stories to tell you, okay? It really surprised me that he came at me that way. I mean, I knew he got spun out, and he is one of those people who kind of got in contact with the ethers before he was ready, if you know what I mean. But I didn't think he'd gone that far. But no, he came back. I just get he can't stand Trump. I get it. He can't stand Trump. Can't stand Biden. You can't trust either one of them. That's why I'm just like that's honestly what made me decide I'm gonna have to run for president, because people aren't gonna trust any plan without a proper president in place. You know what I mean? Not to say I'm proper, but hey, I'm the best they've got right now. At least I tell the truth. And you know what I was thinking too about those slogans I've been posting and putting my stamp on them? It's really genius if you think about it. Because I don't have to do anything. I can just take the slogans that are already out there and make them mine. And I like the funny ones. Those are my favorite. And they literally just cut each other down. And I'm against both of them, so it's really easy to pick up their slogans and just make it my own. I think I might have to bold print the top, though, because make sure people understand. This is like Beth Hartwick, slogan. This is not, Trump or Biden slogan. It's Hartwick slogan. It's an Eden slogan. Where did that come from? You know what that came from? Weird. That was our last name in a past life. We were like in Sweden, Sloden, Denmark. I'll have to look into that. It's been a great day today. Like a great flipping day. And oh, yeah, let me address, thank you for reminding me that Andre, you're so good. You're so good at making sure that I cover my bases and make sure that everybody understands me. I just love you so much. You're flipping amazing. Oh my gosh, you're amazing. It just blows my mind. Oh shit, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, thank you. So at the end of my last video, God got really mad. He's still mad. But we're not going to go there right now. I'm done crying about it. And I've repented. I repented for a while, actually. I cried. I screamed out loud. I begged God for mercy. And we're all guilty of harming his wife, Earth. He loves his wife very much. And he's felt like he's had his hands tied while these reptiles raped and pillaged her. It's not fair. It's not fair what happened to her family. It's just not fair. And we all owe God an apology. We all owe God an apology. And he expects an apology. He expects an apology. Do you understand? He's not playing on this one. It's not fun and games anymore when it comes to his wife. There's nothing fun about this fucking game when it comes to his wife. We never should have done anything that we did, family. We should have stayed in the woods. We fucked up. We really fucked up. It's not all our fault, but we fucked up. And heads will roll. That's what God said. Heads are gonna fucking roll. That's what God said. It's not a funeral, but it feels like it, family. Kind of feels like it. God protected me from what happened to Earth. He never let anybody rape me or pillage. Well, I guess I was pillaged, but never raped. But Mother Earth got so abused. She's really hurt. That's why none of this is a moment too soon. His wife is dying. can't go on anymore. He won't lose his wife. You've hurt her enough already. You will pay dearly. I'm so sorry, Mommy Earth. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. I really didn't mean it. I'm so sorry. I love you. I love you so much. You've been so good to me. You've been so merciful on me. I'm so sorry. I was so wrong. I was so wrong. I should have never come out of the woods, family. I should have never left the woods. I knew better. I knew better. I knew better. Mermaid's in the woods. She knows what's up. I love you, mermaid. Family, there's nothing like a strong woman. They're so special. They're so special. They're meant to be cherished, loved. That's what God made women for. To cherish and love, care for. To care for. You men made the women care for themselves. It's not okay. I made you strong to care for your women so they could care for you and your children. And you left them behind. I'm very disappointed. It's not acceptable. You must apologize. You must apologize. And you will be forgiven. We will move on. But the women on this planet deserve an apology immediately. Immediately. I know. I know, honey. It's okay. Well, this might get interesting in a minute. We'll see. I don't know who that is, but they turned the engine off, so it sounds like they're staying. It's one thing I like about being on live. I have witnesses, you know. I'm not going down without a fight. Now they're sitting in the driveway with the car turned off, but they're not coming in. They're just sitting there. I have half a mind to go out there and ask them what the... Okay, someone came in. I don't even know if there's a lock in this door. Nope, there's not. That's all right. It'll be okay. Must be someone I know. No one's rushing the stairs at least. That's a good sign. Stand up. Pick the chair up. They're gone. Weird. I mean, isn't it like 3 o'clock in the morning? Weird. Actually, Andre, when I was thinking about coming on, I was like, should I go on? Because I didn't really have anything to say. But I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go on. Or no, I was like, should I go on? I'm like, what time is it? And I look at the time, it was 2:22. I was like, yep, I'm going on. That's, I keep on wanting to call you Bae. It's like, it's a bad habit now. I don't even want to call you Bae. I want to call you Andre. Like old times, good old times. The code word is getting on my nerves. It's always been kind of a sticking point for us, hasn't it? At least since this thing started. Since the beginning with Ariel and stuff. It's like, this is crazy, but I didn't know if I should say your name because everyone was trying to kill us. But at the time, I wasn't thinking that everybody already knew. I was thinking that we were going to somehow keep some people from finding out so that they couldn't stop it. But the further we got into it, the more I realized we were the only people that didn't know. Everyone else had been trying to stop it for a long time. So I'm just like, oh, I guess I don't have to hide this. I mean, everybody knows. The only people I'm hiding it from is my family. Wait a second, this doesn't make sense. Actually, that's when I realized that there really are no secrets. Might as well just tell everybody everything, you know what I mean? It's the only way we're gonna formulate a plan how to get us out of this shizzle show. But I think we're doing a really good job, actually, and it's moving quick, I think. It's like amazing, actually, how great things are going, especially with the resistance just getting like coming against us even harder and harder. It's like we're getting stronger and stronger, more and more psychic. So it's just like, it's almost like we don't need words anymore. I mean, we do. We need a spokesperson, but we got me, so. But like, I can hear you. I can feel it when you touch me and stuff. Like, everything. And same with Dave. I think Dave's into Mermaid. I'm pretty sure. I think that's what he told me. I'm not gonna nail that down because you know how intuition comes. It's in layers. I'm gonna say my first instinct is that Dave likes Mermaid. Okay, that's my first instinct. We'll see. But it's crazy because we're all talking to each other in the ethers, and I think it's going pretty good. It's hard to say for sure. I mean, I get confirmation from you, and I even get confirmation from Dave and Tanawa, actually. So I think it is. It's going great, actually. It is. It's going really good. I can't believe how good it's going. I even think Mermaid might be on, what do you call that? Online. I think she might be on our thingy. I had Avita email her. Avita called me, and she's like, I was worried about you. Is there anything I can do? I was like, yeah, you could get a hold of Mermaid and tell her I need her on our team. If you think you could handle that, that would be awesome. But I'm just hitting it from every angle. You know how we like to do. Get them from the flanks. How'd you like the picture of my mom? I gotta tell you a story because I figured that out. It came to me in layers, but I got it all today. So remember, Circumspice is my brother Mark. Okay, he's the one that's out. I don't know. Last I knew, he was in Washington or something. But he's the only one that I haven't been sure was involved in this family or affair, you know, and remember I told you that he subscribed to 3 of my sites, and I was just like, is he a troll or is he on my side? Because I still didn't know. You know how it is. You gotta figure everybody out in these end times. So then remember I did that video. About how I would show you guys a picture of my mom about how I look, like how good I look. Obviously that their magic was backfiring, and how like to be a good witch you always look good, and to be a bad witch you like look terrible because you get all that backlash. Remember I was telling that story? And I was just like, oh, I would show you a picture if I had one. I totally would show you guys a picture to show you proof, you know? And then today my brother posted that picture of my mom. I was like, no way. So I first I looked at it and I was like, you know what I mean? Like, and I just scrolled right by it. And then I was like, wait a second, I'm posting that. And then I was gonna put just mom. I was just gonna label it mom. And then remember how I told you she used to like me to call her mommy dearest? So then I was like, well, she does like to be called mommy dearest. This shit gets too fun sometimes. That was fun. So anyways, so then I did that, and then I laughed about it, and I laughed every time one of you guys saw it and just started laughing your asses off. I started laughing again because I started laughing with you, and I could hear you saying stuff to me and stuff. You saw it right away. I told you not to stand up against me, you'll go down. Like, You don't have to follow me, but don't stand against me. It won't be good. It's not pretty, is it, Andre? You're seeing it firsthand. It's not good to stand against me. Everyone's going down that does. So then I was thinking about it over and over, actually, like about that picture and about what side Mark's on. And I told you, I used to call Marcus Aurelius, okay? And so when you told me that that was your son, I was like, huh. Because Mark and I never got along. So when you said that, I was like, huh. I wonder if he's on the Jedi Force. So anyways, that got me thinking about that, right? And so it's kind of all led up to this day, to where I finally, it was like 2 hours ago, I was like, Mark's on the Jedi Force. He did that for me because I remembered asking for a picture. Not asking for one, but I basically said I would love to have one. I just don't have one. And he sent me the most recent picture available. Oh, I have more good news. My Aunt Chris, um, my 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 dad's sister, she's a year older. She is supporting my videos. She's liking my videos. That's huge. Huge. That's one of my family that's on my side. That's on the Jedi Force. So that's good. That's good news. We're getting humans. We're getting humans. We're getting them. She's a tough nut to crack, too. That Aunt Chris. So if I got her approving of one of my live videos, that's big. Especially when the whole video was about the murder of my father, her brother. And by the way, she came to that wedding, and well, not all the Hartwick family came. Not all of them were invited. My Aunt Martha wasn't invited. My mom's ruthless. But my Aunt Chris was invited, and my grandma and grandpa. And they couldn't make it in the church. They stood at the back. I didn't want them to feel bad. So I stood at the back of the church and cried with them too. Although I think I was the flower girl too. It was a messy day. It was a real messy day, actually. Huge wedding. We even had some weird people playing bagpipes and stuff. I think they were Kawasi Kiwanis. They might have been JCs, but I know Kawasi Kiwanis they wear skirts and weird hats, like pill hat, like these weird cylindrical hats. And they play bagpipes. And they wear kilts. And probably no underwear, I'm assuming. But yeah, it was a big wedding. With all the little PPs there. Because the JCs, for those who haven't been following me long, the JCs and the Kawasi Kiwanis are part of the Little PPs Club. Yeah. Papa Smurf's, Red Robe, Papa Smurf, his club. The club that likes to burn down twin flame torches. That club. Weird sacrifices to cast spells on the population. God, who's in the room this late? What are we talking about? I thought maybe we... Never mind. Never mind what I thought. Life's never what you expected. Never. But it's always good. Isn't it, Andre? It's great. we're already married and we haven't even seen each other in 4 years. That's how quick our relationship went. We're ready for the honeymoon. Life is a beautiful thing. Love is a beautiful thing, is actually what I was going to say, but somehow I got twisted. Love is a beautiful thing. It's the most beautiful thing there is. And I'm so lucky to have you, Andre. I know you're lucky to have me too. I know that. You don't have to tell me that. I know you ain't. I know you want to. I love you, honey. I know. I want to squeeze you too. And all that stuff too. Isn't this fun? It's almost like we're kids again. Like, I don't know. It's like we're playing with walkie-talkies. It's almost, oh my gosh, that's what it is. God just told me that. He's letting us be kids for the first time. It really does feel like we're kids and we're just playing. And I know it's like serious stuff and it's the apocalypse and all that. But it feels like so much fun. And a dream come true, and the good Disney movies. Let me think of a good Disney. Oh yeah, is it Neverending Story? That's our Disney movie. We're Wesley and Princess Buttercup. Family, to those of you that don't know Andre and I very well. When we first met, oh, this is a good story. I haven't even told Andre stories because I haven't been able to use your name, and I haven't known if we're keeping stuff secret, try to hide from the enemy. You know what I mean? Like, this game's been weird. Let me tell you some good stories, family, about Andre. Andre Edens. We first met in the Garden of Eden. But I'm not even going to start there. I'm going to skip to this lifetime, okay? When I first met Andre, it was on Plenty of Fish. That's why I had a Plenty of Fish account. Was actually that's a long story too, but that's where I met Andre, and it was love at first sight for both of us. And it was so fun. We just hit it off so good. We just would just joke around constantly and laugh and laugh and laugh. I forgot the story I was about to tell Andre. I forget now. It'll come to me though. We've probably only spent a total of 3 days together. But it was the best 3 days of my life. It was so fun. Oh yeah, and he's so smart. I was gonna tell you about him a little bit. But now I can't remember what the point of that was. I'll get to it. He's everything though. He's like super, super accomplished. In all the ways that I could never be. Like, he's just great in all the ways I could never be. But when he put us together, we're exactly the same. It's really weird. Yin and yang. Yeah, babe, I heard you. We're like yin and yang. Like Isis and Osiris. Like Jesus and Mary Magdalene. If you want to know the truth, can I tell them? Yeah, of course. I always tell the truth. I'm trying not to hold anything back is what it amounts to. I never speak a lie, but I'm trying not to hold anything back. What was I going to say now? Shoot. They're working against me. They don't want me to reveal our secret love. Not that it's secret, but it's probably got codes in it for people. We're going to talk about it a lot more now because I can see they really don't. There's codes in this love affair. There's codes in it. That's what they're telling me by messing with it. There's codes to uncover by talking about it. Ooh, there's more stuff to uncover. I might have to get my cards out. No, actually, these are stories we know. So, if I can focus, because this is going to be fun, delving into this. This is going to be fun. Okay, so we met on Plenty of Fish. And we talked for a lot on the phone, on, like, FaceTime. He'll only use apples, too. We're both Apple fans. Well, that's what I was going to say, how weird it is how alike we are. We both only use Apple phones. Well, now he uses whatever he can get his hands on that's not bugged, but it's if he has a choice, he'll only use an Apple phone. Apple computer. Him and I, when we first met, we were both reality junkie fans. Two doctors sitting and watching reality TV and loving it. I mean, we loved it. We're over TV now, but we used to love that stuff. Used to love it. And when we asked each other it wasn't Never Ending Story. I can't remember the name of it. It's the Wes and Princess Buttercup movie. And I told him that was my favorite movie. He's like, that's my favorite movie too. He loves romantic comedies. Andre's a sucker for romance too. And he loves to laugh. Like, we're the same in that way, because I love romantic comedies. I mean, what girl doesn't? But Andre will totally get down with a romantic comedy. He'll totally get down with some reality TV shows. I mean, all of them. I didn't mean some of them. Like, he liked them all, just like me. So, little things like that. You know, he's working as a chemist, or I don't even know what he did for work. I know it's something about consumer protection. He was okay, let me try to explain it. I really don't know, but I'm gonna do my best, babe. Okay, yeah, babe can just turn into babe. We'll kind of phase it out. Anyways, yeah, consumer protection. So he looks at products. I'm thinking see, this part I really don't know. I'm thinking maybe pharmaceuticals, since you're a biochemist. But anyways, he looks at products and makes sure that they are ethical and moral. Thank you, babe. Ethical and moral for the consumer. That's what he does. He used to be a medical doctor. Then he went to school to get his PhD in biochemistry. And before that, he was a Top Gun in the Air Force. And he worked up in Alaska in some, like, I don't know what you were doing there. Probably the oil line or something like that. Just some work because he didn't want to be a doctor anymore. What else about Bay? Okay. So we hung out a few times and had the best time ever. Like, the best time ever. Alcohol was involved. which didn't make it a problem because we're both happy drunks. That wasn't a problem. What was a problem was our families knew that we were meant to be together. They were they were reptiles, and they knew the plan. And as soon as they realized we were talking, they took actions to stop it. Black magic confused the crap out of both of us. We basically ended up ghosting each other, and really over nothing is what it amounted to. It was kind of like how our comments and stuff have been going. Like, just weird comments would end up missing. Just parts of the conversation would be missing, and everyone was misunderstanding, and then people's feelings were hurt, and then it was over. Just like that. It was like over before it started. And nothing really happened except for miscommunication. If you want to know the truth, that's what happened. So, yeah. But then, so that was 4 years ago. And then 2 years ago, he started writing me letters to basically beg my forgiveness. And tell me, not just that, tell me how much he loved me. And send me these beautiful poems he writes, stories about me. Thank you. It saddens me that I didn't get any of those letters. They were all blocked. Return to sender. Well, I don't think all of them were returned to sender, but one was returned saying that I was married. Basically, leave me alone, I'm married. And so he stopped writing. And I didn't have Facebook at the time because I had to get rid of it because of weird stuff I've explained before. But then when I started Project Ascension, I decided I better get a Facebook page going, so that I could at least give my family and friends the opportunity to not go to hell. You know what I mean? Because I knew where this was going. I was literally driving the ship, so I knew where this was headed, and so I started that. My Facebook, and I only had like 4 or 5 friends for a while because I didn't reach out to anyone yet. I was kind of just still regrouping, but I could like literally hear my family laughing about me having a Facebook page but not having any friends. I could hear them. So that was kind of funny because I hadn't even tried to, you know what I mean? Like I just started it and then I sat on it for a minute because I wasn't ready. I really wasn't ready to deal with people, especially people from my past. So when I got good and ready, I reached out to everyone I knew to make sure everyone was included on this trip I was going on, this journey. I didn't want anybody to be left out, and so I reached out to everybody I knew. And then I started posting what was going on. With no response, basically. In family, listen, when I say I had no response, okay, there have been people who have supported me, like Kelly Dunlap, major supporter on Facebook. Amy Levert, major supporter. Ryan Sapesi, major supporter. I can't remember his last name right now. Tom, he goes by John. Shoot. But he's somebody I met online. He's a major supporter. So I'm not saying, when I say nobody, I don't mean nobody. I mean majority. Major majority, okay? Um, so anyways, so then I kind of like laid off of that for a minute and I did a bunch of artwork. And I went on Dead tour and stuff like that. I took some time for myself and off of the channel and just everything. I just took some time for myself. And then I came back strong with Hartwick Art and posted everything that I had basically, literally, I do art very quickly. I did everything I posted on Hartwick Art, I did in 1 month. That was 1 month's work. So I did that. It was basically my art project for the world. This is my Ascension, Project Ascension art contribution to the world. I can't do art all the time. It's really, maybe I could, but I love it. But anyways, I like to diversify. I get bored easy. I guess I probably have like ADD, as the reptiles would say. You know what I mean? But so I did that, and I posted all my artwork. Then I ran out of artwork, and I wasn't gonna be an art factory. Okay, I'm not Andy Warhol. I thought about doing prints because that's the only way to be a successful artist, is to do prints. But either way, selling your soul is never fun. Okay? Doing anything for money is never fun. So I especially wouldn't tape my artwork that way because I know what doing stuff for money does. I know exactly what it does. So I wouldn't do that to my artwork. So I'll leave it. I will leave it. And that's what I did. And I made it Hartwick Art for other artists. I just started friending artists and started to post their stuff because I love art. I love anybody's art. I love art. It doesn't matter if it's mine or not. I love it. So I started doing that. And then I friended a bunch of people I didn't know. And a lot of it too was I had Kalo living with me at the time, and he was a rapper and he had lots of subscribers on his site. And so he was just like, just friend all my friends. And so honestly, that's kind of how I started it, was I was just friending everybody that Kalo knew. And then I friended anybody that came up on my People You May Know. So I've got a lot of friends on there that are from South America and stuff, like all over the world, really, because I just friended everybody. And by the way, I heard you, Dave. I heard you. I'm going to go on Hartwick Art and Beth Hartwick as soon as I lay down and I can put my, like, quit. I was just been listening to music too much, and I don't pay for YouTube, so I can't go do a bunch of stuff. I can't do anything when I'm listening to music except for on YouTube. So, but yeah, as soon as I lay down, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna start just doing the same thing. People You May Know. I'm gonna friend everybody on both of my sites to get both of them up to 5,000 friends. I won't stop until that happens. I heard you. But God told me I didn't have to hurry. I could have my moments. So that's being handled. Don't worry about that. I am gonna get both of my sites up to capacity, full capacity. I also know how to do that. It's funny the things you realize. You're like, oh, I know how to do that. I'll do that. God taught me everything I needed to know for this project, for this mission, already, over and over. Actually, He's been training me. He's been training us all. That's why we need everyone on board, because we're all special ops. You know what I mean? We can't cover everything. Jesus, we need some help. We need some frontline warriors just to stand up and wave hello. We need to find some more Waldos out there. Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo? But Mermaid's a good one, for sure. And I feel like we need to find a mermaid for Tanoa. But I think he's got somebody in mind, so I'm going to leave that one. So I'm sure he's got somebody fantastic in mind, for sure. Yeah. So And then we're gonna be a core team of 6. And I was gonna say that before, but it's just like I don't know who all the players are, and I didn't even know if you guys were on board with being on my team because I didn't have an opportunity to ask and stuff like that. But when I found that we were telepathically communicating so well, I went ahead and made God and thank you, God. You are so awesome. I love God. Even when I'm babbling my ass off, he manages to chime in. God said he anointed our team. We're anointed. We're like married, our team is. And the two others that are joining our team, it's going to be a team of 6. We have 6 is the number of balance. It's going to bring balance to the world, is our 3 divine unions. And obviously there's more, okay? But as Dave very well knows, and everyone else knows too, but Dave mentioned it, it's important to keep your circle small. And, it's important to even check somebody in your circle if need be. Okay? So there's that. I'm pretty sure that was you, Dave. It's not like you can correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure that was you. And that was genius, actually. I just love it. You're a genius. You are a fucking genius. Dave talks in code so good. He talks in code so good. He's smart. It's fun. Isn't it fun, Dave? It's so fun. We have so much fun. Oh, shizzle. So, there's that. What else? It's quiet. It's really quiet. Oh yeah. I don't know. Our story's too short. We gotta get together here soon. Like, oh yeah, I was telling Andre stories, and I'm like, wait, there aren't really any more. Oh yeah, here's another one. I got another Andre story. So I don't know. At the time, I don't know why I was. Well, I guess I do. I didn't want to get a car loan. Okay, so I was driving an old car, but it was a Toyota, so it was worth it. Okay, in my opinion, it was. But the transmission went. That's kind of the middle of the story. Let me go back to the beginning. So I went and picked up Andre. Where did the car break down? I know it was near Grand Rapids, but we went to my house, didn't we? That was coming back from my house. And then we got a hotel in Grand Rapids. I don't know how you get in BFE Grand Rapids, but we found BFE Grand Rapids. We had to walk like 10 miles. But you know what I loved about Andre? This solidified my love for him, honestly. Because you know how people are, family. You get with the Wham Wham crew. They're just a bunch of whiners. It's so annoying. It is the most annoying thing. I can't stand whiners. And it's really a turn off for me and a real buzzkill for me and just everything. It's like nails on a chalkboard. So when my car broke down in BFE Grand Rapids, I was seriously like, oh God. And like literally we just, I think that was the first time we'd hung out. Like we'd been together like a night or two before that happened. Maybe just one night. I can't remember. One night? Yeah. Yeah. Because I was working and so were you, and it was the weekend. And it was like I came and got you, and I wanted you to come to my house because I have kids and I can't be out and about. And then, although I did have a nanny at the time, didn't I? Maybe I didn't have the nanny yet. But anyways, I had Charlie. But anyway, but I still wanted to be home all the time. And so I took you back to my house and we hung out there. That's when my brother came over and saw us with all the beer cans everywhere, which is like the story of their existence at this point. That's all they have to say about me. But I was so happy. I introduced you to Mikey. I was like, "Oh my gosh, you got to meet this guy. Like this is the guy. Like this is the one." I introduced you to my brother, Mikey. I don't know if you remember that. You do? Yeah, you met him. He was my best friend at the time. I thought he was. But whatever. Times change. Now he's hacking my shit, selling my nudes on the internet. What else? Trying to take my kids. Oh, poisoned my best friend. What else? Anything else, Mikey? No, I think that's enough. Plenty. So yeah, and then we were on our way back. I wasn't even taking you back. I think we were gonna go get a hotel anyway. Wasn't that the plan? We were gonna go get a hotel in like Grand Rapids or something anyway. But we weren't planning on doing it like that. And so that's right. We didn't stay at my house that time. No, we must have, because I wouldn't have just drove there and introduced you to the kids. Sorry, y'all. My memory's not the best. But I do remember certain things very well. Okay, so then the transmission goes in the car, and we gotta walk. And they walked behind me the whole time. He let me lead. And I kept looking back because I'm just waiting for him to be like, motherfuck, you got a piece of shit car. Because I'm dealing with the doctor here now. You know what I mean? I had to like level up a little bit to go on this date. And my car is just shit. So I'm like, I kept looking back at it. I'm like, oh my God, like he is just going to be pissed. Like he's going to start bitching any minute now. And I just kept on going, are you okay? He's like, yeah. Like, and it was weird because I couldn't read him. He was just so chill and like so fine. And I just couldn't read it. I'm like, you're not gonna start bitching? Like, and so I just kept checking on him. Are you okay? I don't know. I don't know if you remember that, Andre. You do? Yeah, I kept looking back. Are you sure you're okay? And like we had to walk a long way because we called a Uber and we couldn't nail him down on an address because we didn't want to stop walking. Or I didn't, and Bay was doing whatever I wanted to do. He was such a trooper. God, I love you. Man, I love you. And didn't complain about anything once. Like we couldn't catch an Uber because I couldn't stay in one place. And he never once said, like, Beth, like, pull it together. This is annoying. I'm sick of walking 5 miles. It's hot. My feet hurt. Do you know where we're going? Stuff like that. None of that. None of it. He just followed my lead. I told you I'd like to get lost when I'm driving. Like, basically, I do the same thing when I'm walking. I'm not going to just stand around and wait for rescue. I just walk. And Uber was getting pissed off at us because they wanted an address. I'm like, we're walking down the flippin' road. Like, pick us up. I'm not sitting in an address for an hour until you, or however long it takes, right? I think we did end up sitting somewhere, didn't we, Andre? Because we're like, fuck this. We'd walked like forever, didn't we? Yeah, we ended up giving him an address and sitting there. We're like, how long? Andre was like very stern too. He was just like, how long till you're here? You're like, and that guy says like 5 minutes, and he's like, all right, we'll see you in 5 minutes. You're so cute. I mean, it was so cute because he's totally following my lead, and then it's like, okay, we're gonna get a ride, and he's like, bam, I got a ride, and we had a ride. And then we went to a hotel. Did we go? Did we go to the hotel first, or did we go to that bar first? We went to the hotel first. Yeah, we went. We went and got a room, and then we went out because we were starving by this point. Or at least we thought we were. We didn't really eat though. Maybe we were starving for a drink. Oh, yeah. We- I love you, Andre. Oh my God. Andre got like cup of soup. And I don't even know if I got anything to eat, did I? Oh yeah, I got like some onion rings or something. I kind of forget. No, I never remember. Potato skins. And there was a band, and I danced just right by our table. Just right next to us. I just danced right there. And we had 2 drinks, and then no. Yeah, why did we have a hard time getting home from the bar? We didn't just get dropped off the bar. No, we went to go get a hotel first. For some reason, we had to get the waitress to find us a ride. Why was that? Maybe we just didn't feel like it? I don't remember. But the waitress got us an Uber. Or no, the waitress was going to give us a ride. But why? Because we didn't know where a hotel was. How did we end up at that bar? Yeah, all my memory is kind of screwy. But anyways, that was the gist of the story. And we're staying in a hotel, and we both smoke. And by the way, Andre smokes Winston Light 100s, and I smoke Winston Red 100s. Like the synchronicity, like it's just the carryover is insane, you know? But we both smoked, so we had to go outside constantly. So we were outside the hotel a lot of the time at that bench, remember? And like it was like the smoking section of the hotel, and people were coming out, and we were just cracking everybody up, and everybody thought we'd been like married. We were like some old married couple. Because we were telling stories, like Mark and I used to tell stories like old friends, and everyone's just like, how long you guys been together? We're like, about a day, 24 hours or some shit. And everyone's like, oh God, I thought you guys were like married. Little did we know, we were pretty much we were at least betrothed at that point, and we've been married, and but we're married again. God anointed us. God has been busy. He's actually kind of working in overtime like I've been. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to do. So, on that note, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna get the people I may know list, friend as many people as they let me before they cut you off. They cut you off for like 24 hours or some shit if you try too many. I don't know. I forget. It's been a while. I decided I didn't really care because Facebook was turning out to be futile anyway. But it's not gonna be anymore, because before I was kind of pussyfooting around the topic of the day, which happens to be life or death, heaven or hell. Here comes the Reaper. I'll have to put that song on my playlist. At least God has a good sense of humor. I shouldn't even say at least. He's got the best sense of humor. He's the one that gave me my sense of humor. He's the one that gave Andre his sense of humor. He's the one that gave Dave his sense of humor, and he's the one that gave my best friend Mark his sense of humor, and Steve his sense. All the greats have God's sense of humor. That's why everybody should be happy to come to heaven with us. Like, we're a good time. We're a good time having people. We're all gonna have a good time. There's nothing to, what's to fight? What's to disagree with? It's a no-brainer, a slam dunk. You know what I mean? Here's another thing. All we have to do is get a popular vote. It doesn't have to be tallied in the ballots. It's God's keeping track. God will know once we reach popular vote. So, to the American public, how you're wondering how I'm going to win this race, God is keeping score. God's not going to let me win until I get popular vote. It's actually the rules of the game. That's how we save ourselves rather than God having to come in and fucking drag our sorry asses home. We save ourselves. That way we can take the glory for ourselves. Well, kind of, but at least you can take that glory for yourself. God didn't have to rescue you. You rescued yourself. So, yeah, I have to get popular vote in God's tally box. And then I will be president of the United States. And then we'll move on to the next mission, which is we have to take over all the world governments. That's next. So there's that. Sorry about that. There's a little bit extra stuff to go on top of what we already are doing. But if God wants it done, that's what we're doing. And apparently this whole being from the United States is a really big, I was going to say burden, but he said no, it's a really big privilege because United States is the one that spouts about being free. And so that's where this crusade has to start, is where they actually guaranteed your freedom. So, and then once we get that, once we actually get the place that says you're guaranteed to be free, then we can free the rest of the world. Because once everybody sees how splendidly it goes in the United States, everybody's going to want a piece of it. Everyone's probably going to want a piece of it before we even get popular vote here in the United States. Because I have subscribers all over the world on, well, actually on all my pages. I have subscribers all over the world. So not only are we campaigning right now, this is kind of cool. Not only are we campaigning right now to the American people, but we're also campaigning to the people of the world. And this is really nice. Okay, so I was just talking to Sarah Nadeau today. And she's in Canada, and she's really worried about their situation there. Like, she's like, yeah, that's so great to hear about United States, but what about me? Like, I'm in Canada. And so God wanted me to make sure that Sarah Nadeau knows that Canada is next. First, we're going to free America, and then we're going to free the rest of the world. And it's all going to happen very quickly because I am going to win the hearts of the world at the same time as I'm winning the hearts of the American public. So it's going to be a slam dunk. It's going to be like a dun dun, just like that. And then just like that. When you move, I move, just like that. Anyways, I love that song. So yeah, that's what I'm being told. That's what God told me. Because these are things I think about, and God talks to me, and then he reminds me to talk to you guys about it. Because it's important. And I want you guys to know the whole plan. Like, this is not just presidency. This is world domination. We're dominating the world with God's love. And they're just going to have to deal with it. Is how it's going, is what's God is saying. They are just going to have to deal with it. It doesn't matter if they like it or not. God is taking over. It's starting in the United States because the United States guarantees freedom. And then we're moving in the rest of the world because God guarantees freedom. But we have to take it in a step-by-step fashion. Okay? The whole world is included in this project. He loves his mother. Or not his mother, his wife. Our mother. Okay? He loves her. And he's taking care of all of her. Not just the breasts. Okay? There's more to her than just breasts. Okay? And I know you know, Andre. You're a genius. But the rest of the world needs to catch on. So, so, yeah. So excited to see you, family, husband. It's crazy. I never thought I'd get married again. I really didn't. Really didn't. But then again, marriage was always, it's upside down day. Now marriage, it's like the real thing all of a sudden. Before it was not. It was illusory. And I was not doing that illusory trick again. This is not one of those tricks. This is God. Why didn't I just wait for God the whole time? I'd be a 48-year-old virgin though. So that might be a problem. Maybe it wouldn't be a problem. I don't know. I'd probably look back on my life like I'd missed something though. and, and I like to live my life with no regrets. So I really wasn't able to do that, but here we are. Anyways, I love you so much. Husband. I'm going to see you really soon. I love you. Love you to pieces. I love you, Tanoa and Dave and Mermaid. My core. We got this. All right. I will see you guys soon. Bye.